Hey, y'all. Hey, I am Annette here from Word on the Curb. I'd like to thank you for joining me here this evening. I am happy to be here with you. For those of you here for the first time, welcome. For those of you coming back, let's get it, y'all. You know what we do here. Now, Frank and Christina, where are you guys? Are you near, here, there, or everywhere? Where are you? I am looking for you. I have a question about a previous conversation we had and some equipment. So give me a call when you get a chance. Hey, y'all. Hey, listen, tonight it's the real deal. And the real deal is about the, I'm going to say addiction to drama, because that's what I believe it is, addiction to drama. And our title is The Undisputed Truth. And so I want to remind you to drink water, moisturize your feet, hands, and face, and mind your business. Otherwise, you are thirsty and dehydrated. The undisputed truth is drama is universal. It is. It's everywhere. There's no getting away from it. But here's the real question for everybody. Whose drama are you minding? Social media has so many people caught up. I mean, really caught up in the drama, the trauma, you know, minding people's business. And you post something online and people just take it and they add to it and they take away from it and they question why you live where you live. As long as you got your own space, don't worry about where I live, right? Wouldn't that be your response, right? Don't worry about where other people live and what they're doing. But why are you so caught up in everybody else's storyline while your own life is on pause? That's right. Your life is on pause and you're in everybody's business, sharing everybody's story, adding to it. I want to remind you guys to be careful who you share your business with. Two things I want to remind you. Be careful who you share your business with and be careful who you let in your house. Those things are very, very important, right? You want to socialize with everybody. You want to have parties. You want to do dinner. You want to do coffee clutches and things of that nature, where everybody just comes in. Be careful who comes in your house, because with those people come spirits, their spirit, the spirit they're carrying, whether it's of deceit or good stuff, bad stuff, in between stuff, they're carrying something with them. That's right. And there are some great people out here, but they don't belong in your house and they don't belong in your business. Remember, you heard it here first. Well, maybe not first, but you're hearing it here tonight. Tonight, we're asking the question, and you can come back to us now in the comments. Later in the comments, I'm finding out that more people walk up to me and say, "Hey, I saw your podcast the other night." And I'm looking for other podcasters who are, excuse me, on social media. Do you notice that people tell you they saw your podcast and you don't see the numbers until you do the stats? That's the algorithm. I'm trying to learn how to work around it, because you're watching. Word on the Curve has over 1,000 members, but our numbers aren't showing up on paper until we watch our stats. So if you have a podcast, look at your stats. Don't worry about anything else. Look at your stats. All right? That's free game for podcasters. All right. So you can respond to this question: whose drama are you minding? In the comments again, now or later. And you can also write an anonymous letter. And speaking of anonymous letters, quickly, We were poised to have our second anonymous letter. The woman wrote in about being married. Her husband wanted to wait to start a family until they were better off financially. And then she found out that her in laws, outlaws, and the law were friends with a woman he was seeing who actually had, I think it's a 9-month baby, 9-month old baby. And of course, she was traumatized. And her question to us a couple of weeks ago was, should I leave quietly or should I leave with a bang? Well, she wrote back to say that she left with a bang. She's gone. They can have it all. It's over for her. That's why we're not reading the letter tonight. Her issue was resolved regarding the question that she had for us. But hey, let's get into it, right? There's three examples I want to give you about minding people's drama or their business. You know, some people want to be famous and some people act as if they're famous. And some people may actually be famous in their own mind. But however that works, you got to learn to let people live, right? Because we're not always going to agree with everybody. So you're scrolling addiction, right? We know more about celebrities and their business than we do about our own business in our own house. We got kids running the streets doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and we don't know anything about that. Oh, my child isn't like that. But you have all the scoop on the celebrities. Mind your business. You know, you have more information about their breakups or people's breakups on social media or their marriages or non marriages or whatever than you have in your own bank balance. Yeah, that's how deep the drama pool is. You're into everybody else's business but your own. Your life is on pause and you're watching other people. Just examples. What doesn't apply, baby, let it fly. Family and friends mess. Ooh, baby, baby. We play referee in arguments that don't pay us a dime, but won't even face the fights going on inside our own home, inside our own families, with our own people. That's right. Listen again, what doesn't apply, let it fly. But y'all minding drama of everything and everybody that doesn't have anything to do with you. I mean, absolutely nothing. And don't get me started on the office drama and gossip. Y'all accusing people, putting people together, tearing people apart, stepping into people's relationships. You sip the tea on who got a promotion and who didn't, when realistically, your own promotion is simply waiting on you to do some work. Yeah, do some work and mind your business. Talking about who's sneaking around and who's on thin ice. And you know what? Day by day, in this thing called life, sooner or later, all of us are on thin ice. Every single one of us, whether intentional or not. Allergies. We're all on thin ice, right? So here's what I want to tell you. Here's what I've learned. Here's what I know for absolute sure. Mind your business literally. That means for real. When drama calls, don't answer. Stay out of it. Just hit decline. Protect your peace like it's your paycheck or your bank account. Protect your peace like it's your bank account, right? You mind people's business too much. You're in the pastor's business. You're in your boss's business. You're in your friend's business. Your friends are sharing things with you. Remember, like one of the things I learned the hard way, but I bet you I got it down pat now, and I've had it down pat for quite some time. Your friend ain't always my friend. So when I'm sharing my business with you, I got to know that that's a reality. Your friend ain't always my friend. And friends talk across lines. That's right. They talk across lines. And those who have the least have the most amount to say. Hey, don't believe me. Look it up. Look inside yourself. Look at your circle. You know who you are. Protect your peace like you protect your bank account, if you have one. And some of you running your mouth don't have a pot or a window. And I'm going to leave that right there. Flip the energy. Every time you're about to dive into someone else's chaos, flip it back. What can I fix, build, or upgrade in my own life today? I know this is a tough question for you guys. And I know some of you are going to come back a little bit later. And I appreciate that. But you got to start minding your own drama because guess what? We all have some. We all have some, right? I am telling you, the universe works its way around all of our nonsense. It's called karma. So flip it back to yourself. Stop gossiping about people. Stop worrying about people. Oh, did you hear that they did so and so and so? What are you doing? What are you doing? You worried about where people are, what they're doing, who they're with. And here's the reality. And y'all really ain't gonna like this. Just stop dropping your head in everybody's bed. You think that disease is gone? It is not. In fact, it's increasing. Look at the numbers. You might look four people over, and that fourth person is infected. And in a small area, when you live in small areas with small populations of less than 150,000, less than 200,000, right? You only three or four people away from the last person your significant other was with. Come on, y'all, get with it. Hey, but do your thing and what doesn't apply, let it fly, right? Choose peace over gossip. You know, we gossip so easily. Whenever I catch myself, I stop myself. Like, I'm not doing that. Gossip is free. So is peace. Pick the one that actually makes you glow, makes you grow. Like, here we glow again. Go glow again. Here's something going on. Here's what I promise you. If you mind your business, if you handle your business, if you deal with your drama, your life's going to improve. And you know why? You're going to have your own pot, your own window, your own business, your own experiences to deal with. Be careful where you share your business. And here's how I'd like to end this today. At the end of the day, minding somebody else's business won't make you be better. It won't make your life better. It won't. It won't. You're talking about, oh, they're getting their karma now. Look, we all getting that. Every single one of us. Some of us more than others, but we all are going to spend, you know, a little bit of time on that bus sooner or later, right? Every single one of us. None of us are perfect. Absolutely none of us. But again, those who have the least run their mouths the most. You don't have to believe me. Pay attention and stop thinking that everybody's good or bad. If you just simply look at what people do, don't worry about what they say. Sometimes people say things, they might be confused, they may not be confused, they may know what they're doing, they may not know what they're doing. But I promise you this, there is no confusion in what they do. Watch what they do, and I promise you, you'll know who they are. So, minding your own business will make your life better. It really will. So, I'll ask it one more time. Whose drama are you minding while yours is on in their life their drama in their life while your life is on pause. Get with it. Hey, I want to thank you again for joining me here this evening. Again, you can write us an anonymous letter at wordonthecurb29@gmail.com. The numbers 29@gmail.com. You can put them in the comments. You can inbox me. We'll talk about it if it's legit. I want to thank you again for joining us here this evening. Whose drama are you minding? Because while you're minding theirs, your life is on pause. Have a good evening. My name is Annette, and I'll see you again next week. Good night.